So maybe you have read the book No More Mr. Nice Guy, and you started to do the practices, right? You set boundaries a little bit more. You start to speak up for yourself. You say no instead of saying yes because you're scared of the conflict, and a bunch of other exercises, right? And still you find yourself being a nice guy. And you wonder, like, okay, fuck, I'm doing all these practices, these exercises, maybe I'm meditating. Why am I not changing? And that's because you can consciously want to change, but if your subconscious is not on board, it doesn't matter how many actions you take, you will still be the same. Because you want to look at it like this. Your subconscious is an aspect of yourself that is not really connected to the present moment. It's more connected to your past, right? And there are key moments in your life that led you to become the way you are right now. So, for example, I experienced bullying in my teenage years. When I was like 15, 16 years old, I remember for a whole year, I was literally being bullied in every classes, right? And this fucked me up so badly to the point that when I wanted to be more social, I was so scared of socializing. I thought people would make fun of me. I thought people would poke at me, right? And so I was constantly like in this freeze state, like expecting that people will disrespect me, right? Which was not the reality, because of course some people will never disrespect you. They will treat you the way you deserve to be, right? But you don't know that because your subconscious is still stuck in this period of your life where you got fucked up, right? Where people were picking on you, slapping your face, emotionally abuse you and all of that stuff, And so you need to understand that, like, it's beautiful that you want to consciously change. It's honorable. Like, I can feel the love in that. But it's not really helping because your subconscious is stuck in the past. So maybe you've tried to change in becoming more confident, masculine, feeling attractive in your own skin for so many years, and you're like, fuck, what's the point in continuing to do this work? I've tried for so long and it's just not working. Well, you have tried the wrong way. That's the thing. I'm working at the moment with a man who is in his 40s, and he spent so many years trying to improve himself, to be more confident with women, but still he's dealing with approach anxiety. Still, he's overthinking when he's on a date with a woman that he really likes. Still, he doesn't feel good enough. And God knows he read so many books. God knows he took some pickup boot camps, right? And learned the techniques, learned the way to approach a woman and all of this. But because his subconscious is not seeing this, is not aware of the present moment, he's still stuck. And so, if you want to really, really change at your core, you're going to have to deal with your subconscious, right? So this means that you're going to have to use tools, internal work tools, to identify, okay, I have this block. This block is, let's say, I don't feel good enough. Like, I don't feel good enough at work. I don't feel good enough with women. I don't feel good enough with my friends. I cannot really speak up for myself. I have a hard time setting boundaries, etc., etc. Okay, where does this come from? When this not feeling good enough started, right? Because the interesting thing is, you were not born not feeling good enough. You were taught to not feel good enough. And this goes for every single insecurity that you experience, every single fear that you experience, every single self-doubt, negative self-talk, bad thoughts, and all of this. There's a reason why it's here. And if you can identify that reason and find another way to look at it, right? Rather than being stuck in the story that leads you to be insecure, not feeling good enough, fearful and all of that, you will see that you can experience a different reality. So this leads me to the second point, right? Sure, you identify where it comes from and all of this. A lot of people do this nowadays, but it's not finished here, because becoming aware of the root cause of your problems is gonna make you very smart, but it's not gonna change you. Because when you find out the root cause of your problems, you need to rewrite the story that you believed in that time, right? And that's when parts work becomes very handy. That's when attachment repairing becomes very, very handy, and shadow work as well. Because you don't just, think about the root cause and the memory when it happened and all of this. No. You rewire your internal system to believe something different. To believe, for example, of the possibility that you are maybe enough as you are right now. There is nothing for you to do to get the approval, to get the love and all of this. You are already approved. You are already worthy. You are already loved, right? Just because you rewire this internal system by going into the memory and changing the belief, right? And this is really the transformational work that I teach to my clients. It's not easy. Like, I know when I'm explaining this to you right now, it feels like, oh, so simple. Let's go into my past. Let's deal with my subconscious, and then I'm gonna be okay. Brother, like, dealing with your subconscious, it's such a tricky kind of work. It's not something that you can do like this so easily. First of all, you need to have someone who is trained, who knows what he's doing, and who has done the work himself, right? Not just trained, not just with the certificate, who has done the work himself, and who has proved that he has done it with other people, right? You can check my testimonial, you can check my story. I have done this, I've been doing this for some time, and I know that when you deal with your subconscious the right way, change is inevitable. And I'm talking about change like from the inside out. It's like you're gonna feel differently, and your life is gonna start looking differently. Because it's interesting, when you change inside, like let's say you start feeling good enough, for example, then the actions you will take in the outside world will be so fucking different. You will be more confident, you will be more masculine. You will feel like, oh, I am attractive, I can attract this woman, I can talk to her, I can go on a date with her, I can escalate, right? I can ask for a raise, I can speak up with my friends and express my boundaries, right? They don't have to walk all over me all the time, etc., etc. Because you start to feel different, right? So first is embodiment, and then you test the embodiment in the real life, right? And if you're interested to dive deeper into this, you can decide to work with me. I mean, of course, you can book a call with me, we can connect. And if it feels right, we can work together. If it doesn't feel right, all good, of course. I'm never going to push you to work with me. This is not my style. There is never someone who came to me and told me, oh man, like I didn't like this call that we had, you were pushing me. Actually, a lot of people have calls with me and then they're like, bro, like why didn't you sell me anything? Because I'm just here to connect. I don't need you to join my program. I really want you to join my program feeling excited, right? So you can check the link in the comment section. There's all my offerings there, and there will be a challenge very soon, so stay tuned. I'll keep you updated, and I see you.